live. This live is going to be extremely interesting. So I titled the live Women Over 40 Are Desired. Because I watched a live today that said women in their 40s and 50s, they're not desired, that men don't want them, and it was some other stuff too, right? But let me tell you, that's cap. And the thing is, this is not the bread that I wanted. Sorry. This is my lunch. All right. Hello, hello, hello. I think this is a very interesting topic because there are a group of there are a group of men out there that try to tear women down, right? Say, oh, you're not wanted, you're not desired. And the reason why this comes up because they insecure, right? Because I mean, come on, let's just keep it a bean. Let's just keep it a bean. When you put men in their 40s and 50s and compare them to women in their 40s and in their 50s, who do you think is winning? And a lot of things also what's happening too is that it's not that men. Oh, you know what? Let me get my glasses. Got my glasses today. Uh Thank you, Shifty Eyes. It's true. It's a lot of hot women out here that's in their 40s and 50s. I mean, look at all these celebrities like Gabrielle Union, Nia Long, the same people, Tracy Ellis Ross, the same people who you're trying to tear down. Look how they are. Look how hot they are. And see, sometimes men, it's so weird because men will say, well, why are they single? Bruh, you're single. Why are you single? Let's just keep it a being. If you're new here, tap the screen or hit the like button. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. I feel like this is a really important topic because I don't want women to get caught in their mind. I don't want them to think like, oh, a man said that I'm washed up, No, you're not washed up. Hi, Israel. Israel, welcome in. Hit the like button. You know what? It's just a tactic. I don't think I know. A lot of men who tear women down that's older do that because they want to control them. They want to get in their heads. And you can't get it. You can't let them get in your head. Hey, Ab, man, tap. Hi. Thank you for the compliment. I think what's going on right now is like men will tear down women, right? And so they'll be like, "Oh, um, you old, you washed up." Where, sir? Where? I think what's going on. No, them says stop saying think. I know men are insecure, one, and they try to tear. I'm saying the men who do this, because there are men out here who are like, pro women and, try to lift them up, but it's just a very small group of men, right? And basically they just try to like I said, try to get into a woman's head. Oh yeah, you said he loved older women. I know there's Tammy. I know if you guys know Basketball Wives, because it's Tammy Romero, I think her name is. Her husband is 17 years younger than her. That part, so age, you know what? It's a song that came out a long time ago, and it says age is just a number. Age really is just a number. It's all about your mind. And I feel like sometimes people be trying to tear you down. But what's happening with older women, they know their worth. They just know their worth. Why would they settle for a bum? And I'm not saying, no, I'm saying it. Why would you settle for a bum? Because the men who are tearing down women, they're bums. Because why would you do that? That's, somebody's, I don't know, it could be somebody's mother. I mean, potentially mother and wife. I don't know. But there's this one big thing that's happening nowadays is like women are they not putting up with nothing. They're not putting up with it. So when guys say, "Well, you're single and you're not gonna no one's gonna want you." No, no one's gonna want you, sir. No one's gonna want you. And so I think that's the thing that um men they know that men know that um they can't get a certain particular woman, and they mad. They're not only mad, they big mad. It's like, okay, so now it's like, okay, you're gonna, and let me tell you something. Men, older men who are with younger women, you think they broke? Do you think these young women are with these men who are broke? These men gotta pay for it. And I seen this meme, and it was AI generated, but she said all women cost. Just find what you can pay. Will find where you are or what you can afford and stick with that. I don't know, Grace. You should look. It's very easy. Welcome in, welcome in. You know, for me, I'm the kind of person I don't look at age, and I guess that's my problem. Hey, how you doing? I don't welcome in. Welcome in. Hit the like button, tap the screen, or hit the like button. Hi, Jeremy. We're talking about women in like older women. Do you like older women? I don't know how old you are. Hi, Gray Wolf. I don't know, Gray Wolf. Do you like older women? I mean, to me, I kind of feel low key like men, you shouldn't have a preference. You should just like what like you, and everybody will be happy. You like your grandmother? Oh my God, you're probably young. I'm talking about relationship wise. I mean, you gotta be careful because you want to make sure that that you're not going to jail, because it can go both ways too. You are, I figured. Hi, Victoria. Hey there. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Harsh. That's what's up. Okay, you turning 49. That's what's up. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, you should love who loves you and be with. You know what? I'm gonna pick on you for a minute, Justin, because you single, right? Why are you single? That's right, Jeremy. Gray Wolf, you 60. You know what? It shouldn't matter. I miss you back. I miss you back. Being in a relationship with somebody, you should connect on a spiritual level and a mental level. Let me tell you something about looks. Looks fade. They do. So you should try to get with someone because you are like equally yoked. Oh my goodness. So this is a beanie. Is it a beanie sandwich? Yes, it has tofu and carrots and cabbage and cilantro. It's delicious. It is delicious. Let me take a bite. Don't take too much. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Okay, so you have women out here that they are willing to, like, get married, whatever, but I'm old school, so I'm not gonna chase a man. But it seems like men nowadays, like you said, they picky. I mean, what kind of, okay, if you were to have a choice of a woman, what would you do? Well, you know what? You can get this with anything. You can get it with chicken and beef, whatever. Mine's just tofu because I'm vegan. I think that's the problem. Let me tell you something. Some of the best relationships that I know, they're not like no model couples. They connected and they were able to find them a life partner. It's like you have your stuff. Like they have their life. They she have her life, he have her life, and they come together and they built this beautiful life together. I'm on lunch. I'm on lunch. So I'm coming on today because I seen this really interesting live, and they talked about how older women, that people don't want older women, that you just basically effed. I'm not gonna cuss, but because nobody wants you. And I came on today to say that's not true. You said you want somebody like me, but less outgoing. What that mean? It says, I've been in a relationship with a woman 20 years older than me. Say less. It's not even, and when you was in that relationship with that person that was 20 years older. Wait, so you were older? Okay. So you was in a relationship with someone, she was 20 years older than you, right? So I mean, how was the relationship? She was very caring. Yeah, and it's like you got to connect with what in a different way, cuz I feel like I mean, if I could be personal, but like why did it end? Yeah, all women should be loved. I think what happens a lot of times is like people, men and women, they look at social media and they get brainwashed like, oh, I gotta look like this, I gotta act like this, and then it's just they just get swooped up in this very delusional world that don't exist. Let me tell you something. All these Instagram models and stuff, they don't look like that in real life. You got um some of them, they be having lighting. I'm a photographer, so I know lighting, angles, makeup, hair, clothes, and sometimes the clothes be rented, or they'll just buy an outfit and take it back to the store. Sometimes they'll be posing in front of people's apartments or inside of you know lobbies and stuff. It's not what you think. Yes. Victoria said there are some relationships that are large age gaps. Now, you know what? You wonder like why, right? Because sometimes younger women want older men because they want them. Not saying that's always the case, but just right. And then you have older women who like younger men for the I mean, it's like whatever they want, like whatever it is, because somebody, maybe somebody, I mean, whatever you want, like you can get it. No, you're right. There shouldn't be room for hate. And then you know what the thing about it is, you have to realize it's not even about hate. It's about, like I always say this, there's really no such thing as haters. It's more of a fan. So you have older men who desire older women, but then the older women look at some of the men and be like, ew. Because they want them to be on the same level as them. Like I know a lot of women who are, matter of fact, it was this viral video, or her name was Kiki Jones, right? She was all over the place. And she was just saying how she met this dude, and she had a house, she had a car, she was making money, she had influence, and she took him up, and she said he wasn't the kind of guy that she wanted, but she cleaned him up and bought him clothes and did all this. And when you see it, I don't know if you know, but it didn't turn out well at all. This is blessedly, There is more than money and love. Oh yeah, I definitely agree that because it shouldn't even be like that. I mean, to me it's really not about money. There you go. See, Grey Wolf said he wants a Christian woman. He didn't say, "Oh, I want a woman with big boobs. I want a woman with big butt and small waist." No, he said he want a Christian woman, and that's what you. Then you can have that. I feel like this. There's somebody for everybody. It really is. But I think sometimes the people they be into their head like, "Oh, I can't get her." Exactly. Everybody has their own thing, right? No, this is actually a bimi. It got tofu and carrots and cabbage. It is so good. Mm-hmm. You said it, Victoria. People getting picky and confused with what they feel and what they want or desire. Talk to Justin. So Justin talking about he got what do you call it? He got choices, he picky. Bruh, what you picky for? You need to find you a woman and marry her. Look, I know Justin, you play games. You could have a woman like that, but you want to play games. Instead of you just saying, like, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter what they look like. It really doesn't matter what a woman looks like. You know, if you are serious about being in a relationship, and let me tell you something, being in a relationship is bomb. Mm-hmm. To be loved, oh, it is nothing like being loved. It's nothing like somebody telling you they love you and pour into you and you can pour into them. Those little phone calls in the middle of the day, those little date nights, all that is important. It keeps you young. Yes. Well, it's just about who you are because sometimes they say, "Oh, it's who you attract, right? Or what you attract." But if you have a beautiful soul and a beautiful heart, that's what you're going to attract. Yeah, this sandwich is a bomb, Ox. Wait a minute, Ox, I mean, I'm trying to get all in your business, but are you single? Let's see. Hell other way you say that while eating your Let me tell you something. I know this sandwich is so good. I'm on my lunch right now, but Victoria said hi, Ox. I don't know. Oh, Ox, why are you single? Why are everybody single? Ox, you can get somebody like that. Justin, you can get somebody like that. Y'all just out here playing games. Y'all should be married for real, for real. You just don't know what it's like to be married. It's like, it's amazing. Now it's getting kind of hot. All right, then. Catch the replay, Justin. Catch the replay because I ain't finished with you yet. Hi, Nadine. Rate Nadine. Russia. Hi. I'll be messing up people's names. No, no. I used to be, though. I used to be, but not now. Okay. Hola. Hola. Nadine. Nadine Russia. Look, any kind of relationship is work. All relationships is work. No matter if it's relationships like a spouse or even a friendship or whatever, like it could even be a business relationship. All work. But if you do it out of love, it's not going to be work. It's going to be amazing. Let me tell you something. Okay, the one thing about the live that I did witness, right, that he did say is that women are being too picky. Like women are being too picky as far as like Justin said, he picky. So that part. Victoria, you married? Oh, I don't understand. I mean, Spanish, uh Espanol poquito. Okay, I said, unfortunately, it's not easy to date the way it used to be. Oh, okay, okay. I remember a long time ago. I think we had that conversation, Victoria. But Ox, that's cap. That is cap. That's not true. Um, you can date. You're very, let me tell you something. You're attractive, you're funny, you got a lot of personality. Why wouldn't you be with somebody? You making a choice to be by yourself. I'm pretty sure. We need to go out and I'll be your wing woman and you'll see. Look, Victoria, I just told Ox to get out there and you saying be careful. No, 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 no. You gotta be out there. I'm saying date. You gotta go out there and you gotta date. You know. And Ox, I be seeing them women on your channel. They be trying to get with you. So don't even be like, oh no. You could be with somebody like that if you wanted to. You just choosing not to be. It says dating is like Minecraft, old PC style. Mm, I don't know. She did a little look at her. I think I think we just don't put ourselves out there enough, you know? Look, the thing of this live was when you're 40 in your 40s and this is to even if you're in your 20s and your 30s, you still have to realize that the older you get, because you know what, I'm gonna just keep it a bean. I was married very, very young, and I regret that because I feel like you should live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they get married out of school. I mean, they get married straight out of high school, and then they just be married and they have kids and whatever. But I really feel like you need time to discover yourself because that's why people get divorced because you still forming, your brain is forming, you're trying to find out who you are as a person, right? So then you get to this certain part, you starting to learn, you starting to grow, you starting to it, but then you outgrow the person that you're with. Then you guys realize like, wait a minute, we not on the same page. I don't know if I want to stay the rest of my life with this person. But if you took your 20s to just explore, get to know yourself, just live life, right? Then when you get in your 30s, that's like chef's kiss, right? Then that's the time where you kind of settle down, you find your partner, and then you guys get, spend the rest of your life together. Wait a minute. She said it's dangerous out there. HIV and AIDS and diseases are on a rise. But let me tell you something. If you just really, really want to keep it a bean, it don't matter if you're married or not. If you're with someone who's not faithful, you can still get that even if you are in a relationship. So you can't really use that as an excuse. Well, I'm not telling you guys to go out here and have sex with like people off the street. I'm saying a date. I mean, is it that y'all don't know how to date? It's when you okay. So I met this guy right on the plane, and he had a app, and the app was called Thirsty Moments, right? And basically, you go on. Well, I think it's only in Georgia right now, but it might come out here to California, in New York. I feel like Manhattan would be a really great place to have it. And let them know about it. But anyway, You go on the app and then you just be like, I want to go out, and you hit the little button, and then they find you a person, and then you meet them at a bar, where everybody's at, and you just have a drink and have a conversation. um that's cool, but people nowadays, they're scared to go outside. I don't know if you guys remember catfish, catfish, because people be online talking to people, and you're like, years you be on the phone with people and never hear their voice, and just be like, oh, this my man, this my woman. Crazy. When you literally can go outside. Okay, Victoria said, yes, 20s and 30s explore. Get married closer to or after 40, when you're really ready, when you're really know yourself and see if even you want to get married. Right. I mean, I feel like times people, they look at marriage as like a bad thing, like, oh, I don't want to get married. But it's just a committed relationship. Like, I remember Nate on Charm School, he was saying that once you're married, it's like it is it's contract, right? So if something were to happen, you will basically not benefit off that person's death, but you low key benefit off that person's death. I mean, and then you can make decisions. I remember there was a situation where it was this woman, he was a girlfriend, right? And I guess something happened to her man, whatever. And they wouldn't even let her in the hospital room. They were like, no, you're not related. Only a wife could come in there. She said, "Mom, the girlfriend." Is like, you don't have no legal bonding. There's no legal paperwork. So she said, over 40 patients, people are more settled in their character and their habits. Right. Ooh, Ox said older women are more better. Are you speaking from experience, Ox? But from experience, when I was younger, oh, I was married when I was younger, but when I was younger, like before I got married, I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't understand. But now I understand how it works. And I feel like when you're older, you're better, you're wiser, you know your worth, and it is what it is. But I think what happens is people get intimidated. People are intimidated by older women. They really are. Because they figure, I feel like like I said, there's no such thing as haters. There's more that people are fans. Like they want to be with you, but then they feel like they're not good enough, kind of thing. Like if you had a woman and she's making this money and she's living in this place and she's doing this and she's making moves and stuff, then you come and you're like, well, what can I do? Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you because I really don't see a lot of I don't really see a lot of marriages, period. I mean, I could probably count on my one hand all the people that I know is married, and everybody else is single. Nothing's wrong with being single, but come on. If you had a choice of just having that person in your life to just. And you know what the thing about, I feel like with me that it's about conversation. Like, oh my goodness. If you can give me good conversation, if you could turn me on mentally, say less, say less. I remember one time someone asked me, it was like, could you be with a person that was 600 pounds? Yeah, if they was good to me. I know, and that's sad, but it's like you have to wonder why. Like, I mean, there's always a reason why. that situation, but it's a case by case basis. You have to kind of ask that person, like, what happened. uh and for me, I feel like you can't even learn from that. Like, you can't even learn from people because everybody's so different. Ooh, I like that. She said the brain is the largest sex organ. That's fact. Not, I mean, it's daytime or something like that, but that's a being because, I mean, like, there's people that are super, super, like, immature, and that might get on your nerve. You're like, oh, kind of thing. But if you with someone and you just, like for me, like, I'll keep going back to me, but like for me, I feel like just find your yoke. You're equally yoked. The person that you're with should be equally yoked. I remember it was a Dave Chappelle or maybe it was Chris Rock when he was saying how you got to be equally yoked. Two crackheads, oh, they doing it. Two crackheads. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like a lawyer and you got this high status and you dealing with a crackhead. Like, no, just be with whoever be with whoever you going, whoever is your equal. You know what? That's kind of interesting too, because what are people equals? That's that's be something. I mean, like, I would just say men, but men who tear down women, older women, whatever. Like, what happened to them? Maybe they was rejected by a older woman. Because let me tell you something. I don't see young men tearing down older women. I don't see that. If anything, they be trying to push up on older women. And it's not always about a sugar mama situation. They they like that. It was so funny. I had this guy was trying to get with me. He was 17 years old. I said, bruh. I mean, not recently. This is when I was older, right? And I'm like, oh no, you're not even legal, right? I swear on everything I love. On mamas. This dude came to my job on his birthday and showed me his ID and said, I am 18 years old today. I am legal. And at the time, I must have been maybe 10 years older than him at the time. See, something like that. Maybe older. But anyway, no, that was like 5 years older than him. I was probably 5 years older than him. That wasn't that. Because we was close in age. But I say that to say, age is nothing. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I've always attracted younger men. My whole life. My whole life. Even when I was in the 6th grade, younger guys like in the 4th grade was checking for me. That's funny, but it's true. Oh, so I've been on here for 30 minutes, 34 minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming out. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Let me tell you something. Ox, he was doing a live. He said, we're going to be on this live till I hit 100 likes. And when people was doing, I was like, how he do that? But he has, thousands and thousands of subscribers. So I got my first 1,000, guys. I'm so happy. Thank you, everybody, for helping me get that. But I'm going to take off, right? And I'm gonna do StreamYard because I want to start pulling people up on panels. Those be fun. So before I go, I just want to say, if no one's told you today that they love you, I love you. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.